Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the human needs. Um, the human needs are very, very important when you want to figure out the best way to communicate with your kids, with your coworkers, with anyone in your life, really. And when you understand those, you can understand them for yourself and you can understand them for others. This is a game changer because understanding that will make you see another person and be able to respond to them in a way that gets you what you want, essentially. Okay. So there are 6 human needs, and these are certainty, variety, significance, love and connection, growth, and contribution. And so I'll tell you a bit about each of those human needs and what they mean and how to use them, and also what you need to know about them in order to then apply that to your life. Okay, so first of all, each of the human needs means that we strive subconsciously to meet each of those 6 needs that I just listed. Meaning that without us knowing, without us being aware of it, we want to meet those things. And we can meet those needs in positive ways or in negative ways. So if you're meeting it in a positive way, it's serving you. If you're meeting it in a negative way, it's absolutely working to your detriment. In order to understand those needs, let me just briefly explain them to you. So the need for certainty means that we have a need to feel something is certain, solid, secure. It's a security need, okay? It could manifest as, for example, a need in a child for having their bedroom, or a need in an adult to know that there's a certain amount of money coming into their life, or knowing that they are loved, or knowing that, for example, there's a specific way of doing things every day, right? And some people, it might manifest as a routine. They love it to be the exact same thing. Some people, it might be that they have a specific bedtime routine, like for kids, for example, we we have dinner, we have a shower, we brush our teeth, read a bit, maybe talk a bit before bed, lights out. Okay, that might be that. Now, some people might meet that need by eating food, for example. So food might be your way of meeting certainty, because now I know I will be fed, and now I know something's in my stomach. That can be a negative way too, because some people can overeat, right, and meet their need in that way. That's a separate thing. If you want to talk more about those needs and kind of deepen them, just message me, contact me, and we can kind of find a way of helping you specifically. I want to make sure that as many people as possible get this. So the second need is a need for variety, which means we want something to be different. We don't want it to be boring, all the same. Now, different people can meet that need differently. The person who absolutely loves to have the same schedule every single day, they're going to want the same thing to happen all the time, all the ways, all the time, right? They're going to want to get up, to exercise, to have a shower, to have their breakfast, to take their kids to school, to go and do the work that they've got, to eat lunch, to finish work, to pick their kids up. If anything happens that's out of the ordinary, they're like, oh my God, this is not cool. But then they might want to have a different breakfast. So something different for breakfast. That might be their need for variety. So today I'm eating granola, tomorrow I'm having eggs, another day I'm going to have, avocado toast or something, whatever, right? The reason they want that is something different. Some people can meet variety by doing crazy extreme sports, and to them that's variety, it's crazy. Okay, so everyone has a need that they meet differently. You can meet it negatively, for example, by doing something that is not right for you or your health. You could meet variety by I don't know, for example, doing something too extreme. Okay, or you could meet it, you would have a person who would have variety as their main need, and they will want to have something different happen with them with their everyday. And then there's a person who might be primarily led by certainty. They will want a very specific set up life. Okay. The next need is a need for significance. We all want to feel significant, right? We want people to make us feel like we're significant. That's often the way we want to meet that need. But we can feel significant by contributing to others, by doing something good, by helping our kids by making them nice, healthy food, by taking them out for a walk, by playing with them, by making them laugh. Those things can be amazing too. They can make us feel significant by doing something really great for others. Or we could just be like, I'm just gonna be this show off who's gonna show everything to everyone. I need to talk all the time. I need to have attention on me. That's also a way of significance, right? Kids have a lot of that because they have buckets that they want to fill. That's a separate story. I'm not going to get into that because I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. So, kids have two buckets, but that's a separate thing. So significance, they want to feel significant. They want to feel like I'm here. And that's really important, right? And they could meet that need by acting out, by joining the wrong kind of friendship groups, or they could meet that need by absolutely finding a way to be super amazing at something and sharing this with others. Okay, that's also significant. The other thing is love and connection. This is usually the need that we all want to meet, and we often use the other needs to meet that need because the ultimate purpose for everyone here is to be loved, to be with other people. Sometimes it's just one person, sometimes it's with a group, sometimes it's, to feel that from other people, that appreciation, right? But love and connection, and most people these days settle for just connection rather than actual love, is feeling loved, feeling cared for, feeling like someone else out there really cares for us, okay? And we could meet that need by meeting friends. We could meet that need by turning up to places. Sometimes we turn up to places that we don't really feel great about, but we turn up because we want that need to be met, okay? So in many, many different ways, we can meet that need. Another need is the need for growth, meaning we all want to develop, we all want to learn something new, we all constantly want to strive for better, because if you're not growing, you're dying. That's the truth of it. So even a person who doesn't do personal development courses or constantly learn something new, we will always learn something new. We will have a need for growth. That might mean AI is coming in. Let's learn something different about it. That might mean, we're doing something to maybe do things faster, to learn to do things better, to understand, to do a different process, to be better at time management, whatever. That's growth. That's all growth, okay? And everyone meets that in different ways. Some of us grow because we're forced to do it, and some of us grow because we really eagerly look for new things, new challenges, etc. And then the final need is a need for contribution. A need for contribution means you want to help someone, basically. You want to help other people do something or have something or be something. And it might be you contributing to your child's development. It might be you setting up a charity and, finding a way to put more funds into the pockets of those in need for a specific cause. It might be you sharing something that you know with others, with your friends, with other people you know, etc. And so you could meet that need by being like giving, sharing some of your money or your wisdom or your time, or you could meet that in overgiving. You could do that too much because that might also be from the worry that you're not loved enough if you don't contribute enough. But that's a separate thing. But significant contribution is that need that we want to meet by helping others, by doing something for others, by giving something of ours, that's of value to others. So those needs are very important to know because we all meet them in different ways, and they are all in a very different order. So we will usually have two needs that are our primary needs, and those are the needs that we usually strive to meet the most in a situation in life, in a period of our life, in different areas of our life. We might want to meet the need for certainty as far as our health is concerned, and a need for significance by being exercising all the time, and maybe annoying others who are like struggling to do, get 1 or 2 workouts a day. And we might have a different need that we meet in our life with our kids, for example. So knowing that means that you really get to figure this out from a conversation you're having with someone. And often the conversation will be something like, but he did this, he had, might be your kids, right? Saying, but he took this away from me and I want this too. And it might be that they need to be certain about something. They want to have this thing because that makes them feel certain. And by having a conversation with them and by teaching them something, about how they can meet that need, they can meet it in a different way. So, for example, it might be that they want to play because um, playing a game makes them feel really safe, makes them feel fun, makes them feel connected. It's their friends, it's other people they're playing with. It gives them some certainty because it's the same, but it gives them uncertainty because there's something different in every game. It's growth because they're learning new skills. It could be contribution too, because they could then share with others how they did that, and so on and so forth. And so doing all that is very, very important, and knowing all that is very important, because we lead our lives using those needs. Okay, so think about this. If you are worried about your money and your need for certainty is to make sure that you always have enough, you're going to be really, really stressed about it. If you can meet that need in another way while getting excited about maybe contributing to the lives of others and helping others grow, and that will also in turn result in making more money, that could actually be a very different output to that. Okay, so you won't be focusing on, oh my god, I need this certainty, I need this this stability, I need this in my life this way. You can find it and meet it in a different way. You could meet it by regulating your emotions, for example, by finding a way to feed your mind with something that helps you feel, maybe having a mantra, that all the money that I always need always finds me, right? Maybe you're not in a place that you need help with your finances. Maybe you're doing amazingly, but you need help with something else. And your need might be for certainty, might be that you always want to have a good way of interacting with your kids. And so you might look into changing the rules that guide you for knowing if you met that need or not. That's a separate topic as well. You know, how do we know that we're successful at something? And how we meet all our needs is very, very different for everyone, depending on how you're made up, and how you were constructed before birth, what your human design is, for example. And these other things, like the elements that you are, the the love languages that you use, for example, and so on and so forth. But hopefully the human needs gave you a bit of a taster, a bit of an idea of what we might need to look out for, because subconsciously we all want to meet those needs. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. It's not me coming up with this or creating this system. It's something that has been created and adapted from many, many different masters in personal development and human behavior and so on. So hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next recording.